Uh, Great. I'm a part of the outreach team, as everyone else here is. I'm Julian Romero Benitez.
I don't know. I'm not doing my full name. I'm Alex.
Well, I'm Guillermo.
Awesome. I'm so glad to get one of the more underappreciated teams onto the podcast. This is the outreach sub team. They do a lot of things, and a lot of those things aren't as publicized as some of the other things like Bill does. So I'm just going to let them talk about what they do and what their job is.
We reach out mostly to like people younger than us. So we target like elementary schools and middle schools and like the children in those schools. We do events every now and then that are big that were hosted like here or like in other bigger areas.
Yeah, usually we go to like the elementaries themselves because like that's easier. But it depends because like some guys have like different interests because like Julian might be into like showing the team itself. I'm more into like going to the elementaries because like it's easier, and like code and teaching them how to code is easier than teaching like a middle schooler how to line code because I myself can't do that. But like it depends on what you're into and what your skill level is.
It's really cool to hear how we just get out into the community and how passionate you guys are about just helping out, the people that may not get to see this robotics team on a daily basis. So what's your guys' favorite event that you've done this year?
I like my first event because like it kind of shows you what you're working towards. Because like beforehand in like what's it called in outreach, you just kind of like do emails. It feels really it feels really weird. It's just like but yeah, like it kind of shows the work you put in because like it's a lot of back and forth with emails, and it's like you don't see the effort until like you're actually there and you see like the kids and you're helping them out. And I like Central because it's my home elementary, so I'm gonna have some bias. How about you?
I really liked my first outreach event was Ravenwood STEM night, and even though it was not fun to plan because I was sick with the flu, it was really fun because we had our old competition robot Musa, and Moose like just getting to play with the big robot at an elementary school for a STEM night was just really fun to do, and yeah, it was just a party, man.
I'm gonna go against the current here. I am looking forward to summer camp. Like I love the outreach events we've done so far, but I'm really looking forward to summer camp. But if I had to pick one, I think Guillermo did a really good job with the Central Elementary Science Night thing. Yeah.
Now to go from your favorite to what is one dream event that you guys maybe won't happen, but would just be an amazing experience that you would love to share with the world?
Showcasing our tech in Dubai.
Real.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I hear where this.
I mean, Dubai is like, or Germany. Because, like, they're both known for their tech, right? It's kind of connected.
Yeah.
We could be like, hey, look at our tech.
Can spit. No, our freshmen are gonna be like top of the tier. Anyway, my dream outreach event is to like have a family night to like specifically target, the less fortunate communities that don't have as many opportunities. Because I went to this outreach kind of event beforehand with where I represented what's it called? Our academy, the engineering academy, and it was like for Hispanic people, and there was like we like had to present our projects and like our ideas in Spanish, and I kind of want to do something of the sorts in robotics, cause like I feel like they're not the ones getting the information that we all deserve to like be informed of, and that'd be kind of fun.
My dream event to do if I don't have to plan it would probably be like a STEM night, like what they had at Worlds, where they had like tech demos from some of the top places like NASA, and they had, I don't know who else was there, but like they had these like big Like, they just had really cool events. Like, they genuinely brought, like, 3D stuff, and you could, like, tour around it and see it. And so I think it would be cool to have one of those in Olathe. However, planning that, I would not want to do. My dream one to plan would be where they literally just tell us to show up. That's all I'd want to do.
Okay, my serious answer was my serious answer was gonna be like Alex's, like have a night where we show them, like kids and stuff, what different things we could do in STEM and like what opportunities they could have in high school and college. Like, think of a college visit. You see everything that you can do and what other people do with your own two eyes. If you were to be given an opportunity like that in elementary or middle school, that would be like awesome, I feel.
That's awesome. You guys have any other stories you'd like to share?
Okay, story time about Ravenwood STEM night. This night was something. To kick it off, it was my very first outreach event as an EOC, like proper outreach event, not like doing a parade. It was my very first properly email planned outreach event as an outreach coordinator, and it was in the middle of like October too, which is kind of sad for like a kickoff of the year. But I know it was November, even worse. But I got sick during the crucial planning days. So like right as we had started to get to the actual meat of the big parts of the planning, I got really sick and was stuck at home and like could not stand, and it was bad. And I was still like, I need to plan an outreach event. It is on Monday. And so I spent an entire weekend when I was awake emailing this one lady. And then, like, we sorted it all out. We went to the event where I sat down for half of it. And the other half where I was actually standing, I had 2 different parents come up and ask me if I was the teacher. I kid you not, I'm standing there. And they're like, are you the teacher? And I'm like, no, I'm the one that planned this. And yeah, it was really interesting. But it was fun. Not fun. I say fun like it was a good thing. It was good we did it, and that's really it. But hopefully we'll go next year and I won't be dying the entire conversation or entire event.
I don't think it's like a like a disaster, but like there's like some hiccups, I think, to like my event. So when we got to Central, we were like told that we'd be in the library. And like there was a lot of traffic over there, so we're like, oh, we're gonna get bunch of people. We won't have to like advertise, our little stand, because we're competing against like good games. We were competing against an Oculus. Like, who wants to build a tower when there's like an Oculus, right? So then we ended up going to like this far off corner of like the building, and we just like we have to like go outside and just be like making little kids go into our room. And it's like really weird because like I'm like, hello, do you want to go into our room? Get in here. Marshmallows. And not to mention that some of the kids would eat the marshmallows, and adults. I saw, and it's like, come on, I understand little kids, but like the adults.
Yeah, marshmallows.
Bro, it wasn't even the big ones, it was the small ones. So it's like, what are you doing, guys? But that's one of my stories that I like to share.
Yeah, I can share my story about how I absolutely crushed the kids at the marshmallow spaghetti building challenge. Just saying, when I went in there, first tower I built, easily crushed the record, and
25 record?
I don't know, something like that. No, it was like 60. Mine was like 70 something. And then I look back, another name is on top. I look at their tower, bro used like 20 spaghettis. You're supposed to use 10. I don't know.
Where to get the other spaghettis?
Exactly. That's not, I get it, engineering brain, you see, you take. Needless to say, I crushed that one too. With 10 spaghettis, let me add. Yeah. Back to like 90 centimeters tall. That's almost a full meter. 10 spaghettis, a few marshmallows.
Chucky.
It was like, where's the name on the list, bro?
It's on the left. Wait, when did you take it?
You didn't. Yeah, that's not in time. Mine was like 89.
Was it actually?
Yeah,
There's a picture of
We have to look at that.
it's on the. I have a post on the 1710 Instagram where I'm posing next to my score of 89. That's my story.
He didn't win the spaghetti eating contest, though. I got sub 10 seconds. 1 minute.
By the way, it was dry spaghetti. It was not.
Yeah, no, it was dry spaghetti. Yeah, those situations do not sound fun. I would not want to be the quote-unquote teacher at an elementary school at 15. That doesn't sound fun. Well, let's head off and go hear some more stories, but this time from programming. The team that, does the programming. They program the robot, make it go, make it drive, and let's hear some of the more here's some of the more unfortunate, maybe not unfortunate, here's some of the more fun stories, fun sides of programming, some of the more consequences, some of the more. I'm now here with two members of programming, and they've got some stories to share.
More than one story, because here on the programming sub-team, we get to drive the robot, basically. Because although build team gets to do all the fun stuff, like being 12 hours in the machine shop, or like staying 5 hours after the meeting to assemble the robot the day before it's due, we just get to drive it. So that becomes into lots of funny stories. Maybe for that one time, freshman year, that, I was standing behind the pillar, and Hudson, our previous CTO, Chief Technology Officer, he didn't really see me. So we were driving the robot. He was driving the robot, and I was by this pillar, and he almost ran into the pillar. He almost ran into me. So near-death experience. It was very fun. It'll break your ankles. Those are fast. The robots are quite a lot of mass directed right at your ankles. It is absolutely terrifying. I can speak from experience. Yeah, we say that it's on kill mode. The joke is that it's always on kill mode. It's like a two-way switch, but each side is kill. So, yeah, for example, not only the drivetrain doesn't kill you, but Micah, I wasn't here that day, but Micah can speak from experience how Hudson, again. For last year's robot, we had a climber, right? You go up the rungs, and the little headpiece that would hook onto the rungs was spring-loaded. It would flip out as soon as the climber was extended. And so Hudson one day was standing in front of the climber, and he didn't realize that the pin that held the climber in position was not in. And so as he went to lean onto the climber, the head flips up, and keep in mind this is about 10 pounds of metal flipping at a very accelerated rate. He was out of commission and left early during that meeting. It was quite a traumatic experience. And Hudson, if you hear this, we're sorry. But yeah, in other stories, the robot, not only does it kill your shins, it kills tables. And we've killed several tables. That one time I was testing the Ouch bot, our really small robot, and testing autos because that's what I do. And then, let's just say it wasn't warranted right. So I had to drive straight, but it thought straight was into the table leg. And so here it goes. I enable it, and table leg is no longer at 90 degrees, guys. It went from a 3-leg table, or it went from a 4-leg table to a 3-leg table. in like a quarter of a second. Yeah, so we had to do a quick extraction. Hudson had us take the table and give it to build team so they could perform some quick repairs before anybody noticed. Hey, shout out the build team. That was like the fastest repair work I've ever seen them do. Like, repairing a robot between competitions? Nah, that was not how fast they fixed that table. For real, it was like the scene from Cars 1. Speed stop.
You know, I'm glad that table gets to live in a life. I'm sure it has lots of feelings and lots of sad memories, and I'm positive that table is glad to be able to be living again, even if it, you know, has a bummed ankle. Let's head off to the Mentor Minute. So you just want to introduce yourself real quick?
Sure. I'm Corey Brown. I'm a mentor for Team 1710. Been mentoring since 2014 for 1710, and prior to that, I mentored for 2 years with 3928 Neutrino.
What have you guys been working on this year? What have you been helping with mostly?
I've helped mostly with design, strategy, programming, and a little bit of build.
What are you most excited for the rest of the season?
I just love to see how the robot competes and what you guys put out on the field and how that matches up to the other teams in the area and across the world.
And lastly, what is one thing you like to do outside of the robotic? What's one thing you like to do while you're not here?
Man, when I'm not doing robotic stuff, I don't know. I play a lot of board games. Things like, I mostly do robotics, honestly. Whenever I'm not here, I'm doing robotic stuff at home, playing board games, watching TV every once in a while. That's about it.
Okay. Next week, I'm hoping to get on some more builds, some more design people to talk about the robot that will be revealed later that week. It's going to be an interesting episode. Might be a little late because we got to wait for some screens to uncover, some trade secrets to be revealed at our robot reveal on the 26th. Stay tuned for that. And as always, we'll see you on the flip side.